So as you can see here, my object is now created. So now I want to actually get the value of the speed instance variable, my fourth dog object. So, and then I want to actually output that value to the console. So I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I refer to the name of my object, my fourth dog, dot get speed. And then I need to put in a semicolon at the end of my statement. So now, if I run my project, as you can see, this is the value that is outputted to the console, okay? So this value, as you can see here, is the return value of this method here, get speed, okay? The value of the speed instance variable is 70, okay? But inside the get speed method, I multiplied that value by 2, and then I assigned that value to speed instance variable, okay? And then in line 11, I returned that value, okay? And as you can see here, inside the console, this is that value, okay? So 70 multiplied by 2 is 140. This value is the returned value of this method, okay? So now let me actually show you another important point about these instance variables and this getter method, okay? So first, let me actually change the access modifier of this instance variable to public. And then inside the main method, I want to access the value of the speed instance variable directly, okay? So I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I just need to refer to the name of my object, my fourth dog, dot speed. And then I need to put in a semicolon at the end of my statement. So now if I run my project, as you can see, the value of the speed instance variable is actually changed, okay? This value is the value of the speed instance variable of this my fourth dog object, okay? You may ask that why this value is changed, because inside the getter method, I multiplied that value by 2, and then I assigned that value to the speed instance variable. So the value of the speed instance variable is now changed, okay? In line 11, I returned that value, okay? So let me actually change this to private. Okay, so now I want to actually create a setter method for my speed instance variable. So again, the access modifier of my setter method is public, okay? And the return type of this method is void, and the name of this method is set speed, okay? And then I need to put in a pair of round brackets here. And inside the parentheses, I want to specify that this method is going to accept an argument, okay? So the data type of my argument is int, and the name of my argument is, for example, value, okay? And then I want to open and close my method by using these curly braces. So inside this method, I can actually do some changes with the value of the argument, and then I can set that value to my speed instance variable. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, I need to refer to the name of my argument, value, and then I put an assignment operator here. And then again, I refer to the name of my argument, value, plus 5. As you can see here, I changed the value of the argument here, and I added 5 values to the value of my argument, okay? And then I assigned that value to this argument, okay? So now I can actually refer to the name of my speed instance variable, and then I put an assignment operator here, and then I refer to the name of my argument. So inside the main class here, I want to actually set another value to the speed instance variable. So first of all, I need to refer to the name of my object, my fourth dog, dot set speed. So now I need to pass a value to this method, okay? So for example, number 10, okay? And now I want to actually output the value of the speed instance variable to the console. So I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I need to refer to the name of my object, and then I want to access the value of the speed instance variable by using that getter method. So get speed. And then I need to put a semicolon after my statement. So now if I run my project, as you can see, this is the value that is outputted to the console. Okay, so now let me actually comment out this line of code here, and let's run our project again. As you can see, so first of all, we passed number 10 to this set speed method. Okay, so inside the dog class. So as you can see here, inside the set speed method, I specified that I want to add 5 values to the value of the argument. Okay, and then I assign that value to that argument, and then in line 15, I assign the value of that argument to the speed instance variable. Okay, so now that I actually passed number 10 to this method, number 10 plus 5 is 15. Okay, so now the value of the speed instance variable is 15. Okay, but in line 38 inside the main class and inside the main method, I decided to output that value to the console. So I refer to the name of my object, and then I used this dot notation here, and then I actually tried to access the value of the speed instance variable by using this get speed method. Okay, so now let's go inside the get speed method. So as you can see here, this is our get speed method. So the value of the speed instance variable is 15. Okay, so 15 multiplied by 2 is 30. So the value of the speed instance variable is now 30. And then in line 11, I returned that value. So the value of the speed instance variable is now 30. So as you can see here inside the console, this is the value of our speed instance variable. Okay, so I think that's enough for this tutorial. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to talk about class variables and how we can use class methods in our Java codes. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And if you have any questions, please post a discussion in the course, and then I'll try my best to answer your questions.